cake, and specifically Eat Fit king cake. So we've got these adorable little Eat Fit king cakes. They are in retailers. You can find all the retailers online at eatfitkingcake.com. You can actually also order these online at eatfitkingcake.com. They are gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, low-carb. They're also keto-friendly. But here's the thing, if we didn't tell you any of that, you would have no idea. So I'll give you a sneak peek. These little minis, and they're super cute, adorable. So Carnival looks a little different this year, but we can absolutely still have our king cakes. So retailers for these on eatfitkingcake.com. You can also order them directly from our bakery, Unrefined Bakery. But I've also got a really fantastic recipe to show you how no matter where you are, you can have, and no matter what time of year it is, you can do Eat Fit king cake anytime. So it's king cake in a mug. It's so easy. I'm going to show you how. So the ingredients, similar to this, it's still low carb, gluten-free, grain-free. It's not dairy-free because we do have some Greek yogurt in it, but I'm going to show you how to make it. It's going to end up in this guy. So the steps are coconut flour, 2 tablespoons. We've got cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, some sea salt. Then we've got vanilla extract. Our recipe calls for almond milk, but I happen to have coconut milk, so that's what I'm going to use here. And then we've got an egg. And it's really small amounts of each of these ingredients. We're going to mix this just a little bit. And then once we get that going, the last thing that we're going to add is, actually, the second to last thing that we're going to add, we've got Swerve. It's a tablespoon of Swerve, natural plant-based sweetener. Also happens to be based here out of New Orleans. A little bit of baking powder. And then one of the ingredients that I wanted to show you specifically, so I left the label on it to show you, is Xanthan Gum. So if you haven't used Xanthan Gum before, it comes in a package. It's usually about 14 bucks for a bag. I put it in here because you use so little of it, it lasts so long, but I put the label on it to remind me what it is. This recipe calls for just 1/8 of a teaspoon. So you see how little it is. You really don't need much. So the thing about Xanthan Gum though, when you're dealing with gluten-free flours like the coconut flour that this is, it's going to get really dry, crumbly if you don't use that. So that Xanthan Gum kind of gives that structure, that texture that gluten would give. So that's it. We put all our ingredients in there, put it into the mug, microwave it, minute and a half, depending on yours. You get this cake. So you've already created your king cake in a mug that fast. So for the icing, we use Greek yogurt, a little bit of cream cheese, some Swerve to sweeten, and just a little bit of lemon juice. That becomes essentially our icing. Put this on top. You can also skip this step if you did want to make it dairy-free, or you could use a plant-based yogurt. Because I also like just the way the sprinkles look on top. So we've got our little bit of Greek yogurt-based icing. And then for the sprinkles, here's what we do. Take Swerve, so it's granular Swerve. It's got the texture like sugar. Use plant-based natural food colors. So McCormick makes one, Watkins makes another. And you just basically put your Swerve, put it in a little Tupperware, put a few drops of that food coloring, shake it up, and you're gonna make natural colored sprinkles. So 0 sugar, 0 artificial food dyes. So that's what we've got here. So we've got our purple, green, and gold. And however you wanna really decorate your king cake in a mug, but super, super festive. And again, no need to wait till carnival season to have this, but we've got our king cake in a mug. It is gluten-free, grain-free, low carb, all of the stuff. Whip it up in a flash. Or you can do these guys, eatfitkingcake.com to find your retailers. You can also order them online. And I am a registered dietitian, Molly Kimball, founder of Oxnard Eat Fit. As always, our Eat Fit team is here to guide you, to serve you, and to be a resource for you. You can find more information and more recipes on our Eat Fit smartphone app. Follow us on Eat Fit NOLA and visit us at oxnardeatfit.com.